Hi, and welcome back to Spiritual Mentor. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about how to interpret the messages that you get from Spirit. In the last video, we did talk about what messages could look like and how to ask for confirmation that the messages that you're getting are actual messages from Spirit and not just your wishful thinking. So the way that messages come to you can be varied. Not everybody gets messages the same. You might get them in a dream, or as I mentioned, you might get a smell that was familiar to the loved one that has passed over when you're getting a message from them. Cigarette smoke, perfumes, things like that. You might see something. You might have a coincidence of something that you might see that was something that you shared with the person who you're connecting with. And that's all well and good. It's great that you are becoming aware of those connections that you're having with the people, the loved ones who have passed over, and with Spirit. But keep in mind too, there's also your spirit guides that are going to try to bring you messages that help you, once you learn how to tap into them, will help give you some answers to the direction and some choices that you may have. So interpreting messages is something that it takes practice, and it's something that has to be learned. When you go and see a medium like myself, I'm going to deliver you a message that is how it's presented from Spirit to me in a way that I can understand it and interpret it and then pass it on to you. Yes, sometimes it might be something that actually did happen, but how I'm going to get it will be in a way that I can connect to it, make sense of it, and then pass that on to you. So interpreting is something that is very personal. I might get something in a message that I'm going to relate to you that means absolutely nothing to me, but it should trigger a response in you. Maybe I'm going to say something about remember um, the lawn rake, or remember when or something like the motor on the boat just quit out in the middle of the lake, but then it started again. Things like that. There's going to be a different way to interpret it. So when you're getting your messages, when you're learning to tap into the other side and you're learning to get your messages, you have to be aware of when you get an image or a thought, you have to be able to understand what that evokes in you. What emotion does it evoke? What memories does it evoke? Who were you connecting with when that memory happened? Once you start to receive these on a more regular basis, you'll be able to practice a little bit more, and they'll come more readily to you. You'll be able to understand them a little bit more. I was fortunate when I sat in the development circle. The very first thing that we did when we got together in the group every time was we sat and in a meditation circle, and we left ourselves open to what messages Spirit wanted to present to each of us individually while we were in that meditation group. And then when we came out of the meditation, we shared, of course, only those uh, thoughts and messages that we chose to share in our group, but we shared those messages with the group so that we could all learn and see what practice looked like as far as interpreting the messages. So you may not have that opportunity to sit in a group, but when you are sitting in meditation or in quiet time, you don't necessarily have to beat yourself up about the meditation either. We're going to talk about meditation probably more and more frequently, but what you have to be aware of is that you can tap into these things at any time that you're allowing your mind to drift. When you're quiet, it can happen in the shower in the morning when you're not thinking about anything else, or you could be doing the dishes. Just when your mind is calm, you'll find that these messages come in. So practice, practice, practice. That's all I can say. And of course, that's something that I offer is one-on-one coaching or group coaching to help you get through this. as well as private readings if you are looking to get messages from your loved ones and you're not ready to go there yet. And I invite you to go into the description section. There's a list there of, or there's a link there rather, that you can email me to find out more information about those services. And as well, I do have some testimonials up there now. I'm still waiting for some more, but I do have some testimonials that you can click on and find out a little bit more. So I hope that this video has helped you understand a little bit about how to interpret the messages, and I encourage you to start practicing. And thanks very much. I'll see you for the next video. Have a great day.